I heard you want to get paid to travel the world. Well, you're in the right spot, bestie, because I have been traveling the world as a travel creator for the past 2 years, and it has completely changed my life. I've been able to build a six-figure online business. I've been able to travel to the most dreamiest destinations that have been on my vision board for so long. I've been able to collaborate with some of the most luxurious hotels and resorts in the entire world. And life just keeps getting better. I've also been able to grow an audience of over 100,000 people across my social medias. So I know a few things. I know a few things about becoming a travel creator, monetizing from your phone, and getting paid to travel the world. So let's get into it. This video, I want to make this video just like a tips and tricks video, or like things that I wish that I knew. I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna title this, but I'm gonna be spilling the tea, okay? So let's get into it. One thing that I wish that I would have known before starting, or if I could give myself like advice before all of this happened, is that you can actually start making money and start benefiting from collaborating with hotels and resorts right now, even if you have 0 followers. So this is exactly what I teach you guys in my program, in my travel bootcamp. I will link that in the description below. It is a traveler's bootcamp course that teaches you how to start this journey as a travel creator, how to start monetizing from your phone and landing collaborations all across the world so you can live your dream life abroad. And how I teach you guys in this program is by starting with 0 followers. That's how I started. I didn't start with this huge platform, and I'm still growing on all my platforms. I have have 2 TikToks, one with 50K, one with 30K. I have an Instagram with 20K. So believe it or not, followers don't matter, you guys. You do not need to have an audience to start working with Airbnbs, especially Airbnbs. You do not have to have an audience to start working with hotels, with restaurants, with brands. And how I started was I became a UGC creator. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like followers don't matter at all, because having a following is definitely a plus and can definitely help you. But what I'm saying is that it is not a requirement to get started. I actually landed my first brand collaboration as a travel creator with a brand with under 500 followers. In the beginning of my journey, was closing $1,500, $2,000, $3,000 brand deals with under 1,000 followers. So you do not need followers to get started. That's an excuse, okay? Another tip that I have for you guys, or something that I wish I would have known, is that how you can start traveling right now. Like, a lot of people are like, well, like, I want to be a travel creator, but I've never traveled anywhere, or I'm not traveling right now. What you can do is you can use the content that you already have from previous trips. So if you've done traveling and you want to make this your full-time career, but maybe you're not traveling right now, use all the clips from the past years that you have been traveling and start repurposing those and making them into social media posts. Just because you haven't traveled in a while or you're not currently traveling right now doesn't mean anything. And even if you've never traveled anywhere before, what about the nearest biggest city near you? I have students inside of my bootcamp who are landing collaborations, and they just use content in their nearest city. So for example, I'm based in Miami, but let's say I lived, the town next, I don't know the town next, I literally just moved here, so like, I don't freaking know. I don't know the town next door. Fort Lauderdale is next door, but that's like a big city. But let's say I had lived like, 30 minutes from Miami, or an hour away from Miami. Or let's say that you live just outside of New York City, or you live close to LA, or wherever. There's so many cities in the entire world. You can go to the nearest city near you and you could start filming travel content there. And even the town that you live in right now, that's a tourist destination for somebody, not for you because you live there and you probably want to get out. Unless you live in a nice city like Miami, you probably want to leave. But what I'm saying is that you can start creating travel content. I see a lot of newbie travel creators where they start creating the travel things to do in their city, and then they slowly start to expand. So if I was starting all over and I lived in Miami, and I do live in Miami, but if I was starting all over, I would start making hella content about things to do in Miami. Let's go to this place, let's go to this spot. And then I would start, like, once you start kind of like building out your portfolio, which I talk about inside of my boot camp, you need you need a portfolio. If you're starting out and you don't have any followers and you're trying to build this career of being a travel creator, you're going to need a portfolio. Inside of my bootcamp, I give you guys my exact portfolio template that I started with, and that has landed me collaborations with luxury hotels and resorts all across the world. You literally get that as a part of being inside the bootcamp, as long as so many other things like pitch templates, checklist. I literally show you guys the step-by-step process. You can go check that out in the description box below, but that is what you will need. And then what I would do is I would build out my portfolio. This is exactly what I would do. Like, listen up. If I was starting all over and I lived in Miami, first thing, I would build a portfolio. I would go to open houses. This is like the real tea. I would go to open houses and I would like make that like my Airbnb content. I would also go to the best hotels in the area, film content there, put it in a portfolio, make some like travel content with like restaurants and the beach and just like things to do in Miami, put it in a portfolio, start pitching travel companies who want to buy this content. Did you know that companies pay me thousands of dollars for content that I filmed last year? So like I said, I'm a content creator, and I also I don't just work with hotels and resorts. I also, the biggest part of my income when it comes to like deals is with actual brands. Okay, so brands pay so much money, but there are brands that are paying me thousands of dollars for content in my camera roll that I filmed a year ago. This is the craziest thing. Like, for example, I had a brand who wanted like some like tropical beach kind of vibe video, and I said, I was in Bali last year, I can give you guys some Bali clips. They said perfect. And I haven't been to Bali in a year. I can't wait to go back to Bali, by the way, but that was last year. And I sold them the video clips that I took in Bali last year. So my point is that you are literally sitting on thousands of dollars. Like, you could be literally monetizing your camera roll. Even if you've been on trips, you could be monetizing the content that's in your camera roll right now. So that's what I would do. Make the portfolio. Then I would start pitching to brands, hotels, Airbnbs, especially if you're starting out, is going to be like amazing for you. And then, once I start getting these deals, and I would start, traveling, because I'm going to be making money from these deals. Now you have the funds to start traveling, or better yet, Miami is so, like, this is like the Miami scenario. Like, insert your city. This is the Miami scenario. But what is near Miami? We have the Caribbean. Everyone comes to Miami to go to the Bahamas, to go to, the Saints, St. Lucia, St. Thomas, St. Bart's, the Saints, right? Like, they come out to Miami and then they go to the islands. So I would start pitching I would start pitching the hotels and resorts in these, different islands, in Turks and Caicos, in the Bahamas, in St. Lucia, in St. Thomas, in the Dominican Republic, like all of those tropical islands that people from Miami love to go to. And that is how I would do it, you guys. So that is like the process that I would personally use. And this is just a little, like, this is like one of like so many strategies inside of my bootcamp. I really break it down step by step. It's kind of hard to do in a YouTube video when like I'm trying to keep this at a certain time. But another thing that is going to help you on this journey, that helps me, is believing in yourself. You are not going to get anywhere in life if you don't believe that it's already done for you. The path has been laid. You need God in your life. You need to believe in a higher power, You need to believe in a higher power. God, Allah, the universe, who else? Buddha, all those, figures, whatever. It's all the same thing to me. It's all, one source, okay? Whatever you want to call it, Jesus, whoever you believe in, like lock in with believing in your higher power, lock in with feeling that you are divinely guided in this life and that you're meant to get everything that you want. So believing in yourself is so underrated. Yes, it's cliche. Yes, people say, oh, believe in yourself, blah, 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 believe. But it's the truth. If you don't believe in yourself, you are not going to believe, obviously you won't believe that you can do it, and then you won't take the right action. And then you're not going to show up as if you are living in that identity. This is about becoming. This is not about just getting the things. Like, you have to become the person who has what you want. And how you become that person is by embodying their belief systems. And the version of you who's a 6-figure traveling content creator like I am, and I can tell you this because I literally am that, we believe in ourselves. We believe in our vision. We believe in our dream. We don't care how it sounds to other people because it's not meant for them. It's not for them to understand. It is for us to understand. It has been given to us. So believe in yourself. This is what I wish I would have known before becoming a traveling creator. You have to believe in yourself and you have to take action. A lot of you guys will not be successful, not because it's oversaturated or it's, whatever your excuse is. Oh, you don't have the right lighting, you don't have the right camera, you don't have an aesthetic house. I hear it every single day. You're not the right age, you're not the right skin color. Oh, woe is me. No, a lot of you guys won't be successful because you don't believe in yourself and you don't take action. Start moving. If this video came across your YouTube recommendations, take it as a sign. Like, take it as a sign that you're supposed to have this life. Like, I literally get paid to travel the world and exist and get paid to go on vacation. Like, there's not a better job than this. I'm sorry. You guys can, come at me, well, my job is better. No, I have the best job on the freaking planet. I get paid to vacation. Okay, I get paid to literally live my best life, create my content, and yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments below. I will leave my bootcamp link in the description. My bootcamp is for people who are ready. Like, you know that you are supposed to be making money from your phone and going all over the world. 2025, we're 30 days away. It's time to create your dream life. It's time to create your dream life abroad and start getting paid to travel and get paid for your content. Like, this is literally the best job on the face of the planet. You can get started down below in my bootcamp. I also have like a traveler's bundle for you guys. This is more of an entry point, but the real sauce, I mean, that is amazing as well. Like, all my offers are like literally incredible, to be honest. Like, I've never, ever gotten a bad review saying that the information wasn't valuable, that this sucked. Like, literally every single person who has ever bought from me so far, okay, so we're gonna knock on wood, so far, everyone has said that it's just amazing and it changed their life and it's just so valuable. So if you're ready to start, you can start there. I'm ready to teach you everything that I know. I'm ready to be your mentor. I love you so much. I'll see you guys in the next one.